So I'm just continuing this video separate from another video because I'm being harassed by audio, and it's been happening for like 15 months here on this campus. And I'm not going to talk about that right now because my life feels like it's in jeopardy. And so I'm going to post this video though on my YouTube because it deserves to be in there. And I have files of uh, of all this harassment that's been happening and all the abuse and the lies that's been happening. You see that? This isn't even as this isn't what I feel like. Put it that way. You're not seeing what I actually feel like. I feel like I feel like, like Beetlejuice when the woman did that with her hair and the eyeballs came out the mouth and it was just so stretched. Like I feel like doing that to myself. That's how much harassment I've been going through here, specifically here, and then even taking the bus from this campus to go eat, to come back. I've talked to maybe 3 people in the last 15 months here. Everyone else just uses audio to harass me. And when you hear harassment through audio, some days I think, oh, maybe it's someone likes me secretly. But when it's the same Breeze voice from that app, from the iPhone or whatever, heightened all the way up, and I'm not from the Bay Area, and I've never heard this in my whole life. All these systems that are being abused with, like, I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, I don't want to talk about something I don't know, but I know audio spotlighting is happening. I know they're using. What can I be 100% sure about? They're using the built-in those square gray things here, because sometimes when they're talking, you can see the light flicker exactly when they say something through the audio. It's like a green light. It just go. So I've seen that physically. I've done a lot of homework. I have a lot of notes, and I go on Reddit and stuff like that. And they're kind of gatekeepers there. If you're not being specific, it seems like it seems like everybody wants to be famous, and everybody wants to keep the things to themselves. They want to keep like all this stuff to themselves, right? Do you hear that? They're comparing me. They're comparing me to some character in a movie that ends up in real life. I don't know what happened to him, but his whole demeanor changed. He lost hair. He went through a lot. He had an interview, and supposedly he was like somebody like people took advantage of him to a crazy point. So yeah. Anyway, I'm putting this because somebody said they're gonna shoot me today on the audio. They said a student's gonna shoot me, and then they said that I'm gonna kill myself, that I'm gonna something like that, slowly kill myself. But that's just real evidence that when I said it. This is just a video for my YouTube, so when people see it, they'll see it, and I won't have to take it down. But I'm not gonna call out this school anymore because I have everything, and I've filed a police report before about being gang stalked, and I didn't grow up in having privileges or a silver spoon to have social justice. I always just kind of kept it to myself and thought something was wrong with me if I felt like speaking up or had an emotion. So I've seen other videos. I've seen a video of some woman do this kind of video before, but I don't know if she knew about the audio abuse or she was afraid to speak up about it. But if I don't keep this up somewhere online, I know I'm gonna get taken advantage of, and people will. How do I say it? People will start to slander my name if I start making friends. You see what I mean? So I'm gonna add this to that. Is the cycle of you're in danger, you're harassed, you're taken advantage of, the audio abuse, the harassment, the death threats, they wear you out. It's been 15 months it's been happening here to me, and I just want to say that at a certain point, you start to wanting to give up. You start wanting to give up. You hear that? You start wanting to give up and say, you know what? If I can't beat them, join them. And I don't believe in that. It's a coercion. Can't speak right now. I'm really tired. But you hear that? But I had a long, and I don't get involved with things like that because it's all targeted. But I walked twice, like miles, to get what I needed, like a pair of shoes that I had somewhere, and I made a video. It's all separate. I have everything just filed separately because honestly, like so much shit is just suable, the death threats and like shit like that, and I don't, from experience, this last year, of me trying to speak up about it, file reports, getting rejected. I feel like I'm in those weird movies that I've seen before in the past, and I haven't even talked about or give credit to movies in the last 3 years because it just got to the point where I just stopped believing in movies because of my environment, because of the harassment, the audio, gang stalking. So yeah, death threats. And if you heard that, they send clicks. And right now I'm not okay. I'm gonna change my demeanor just a little bit because I feel like I'm slouching too much. My neck hurts. My ears are hot. But I've been trying to get this. I've been trying to do a project on some of my like creative projects, right? Can you hear that? So if I put, I'm gonna put this up, but I don't know if I want people to comment on it because they're gonna be like, uh, taking advantage of it. And I'm really insecure about the way I talk about everything. Well, not everything, but I don't check myself out. I don't do things like that anymore. You hear that? Because they pushed me to the point where they tested me as a man for the last 3 years, like, and being in South Bay for the first time trying to find work, it's been, um, I found out what it was, that it was audio abuse, that they were sending me images and audio frequencies and stuff like that. And I don't think it's funny because because I'm a shy person. So if this is up somewhere and I start behaving differently or whatever, it's because somebody got to me or I got peer pressured into being under somebody's helm because I'm an independent person. So I don't know what else to do. It's people aren't hiring me on this side. It's really hard, and I'm still gonna try. And I don't want to like throw more shade because this is where I'm at. So you heard that and said that's the police department, right? So I know you can hear this. I'm not afraid anymore because I know what it takes to be like walking every day in this area and taking the bus, avoiding the bus completely because of this kind of audio abuse. In the bus, sometimes it's just so loud and playing. Everybody's just on this invisible device, and you're the people that I'm gonna have to talk to. But I'm depending on people that aren't from around here, and if you are from around here, then I'm just gonna act like I don't know you because I've been here for 15 months and you've never had the decency to introduce yourself. So I don't want to hear from you. Okay. If you're just gonna meet me straight on like a person, you okay? But yeah, I'm just saying I'm in South Bay, right? And I have all of everything else. So my head's just getting woozy because the thought of posting this online. I've had YouTube videos before, and I delete them eventually. But this is before I found out about this audio harassment and how in my past I look back and I didn't know that some of the stuff I experienced was because of targeted. Was my laptop was hacked, my phone was tampered with. People knew, people used it to gauge my thinking, my moods when they went around. Had a whole map of how they were gonna box me in. So so I'm barely realizing as a 33-year-old that there's a box that I need to break out of. So I'm gonna keep it really like that. Yeah, I had a death threat today, and I'm impressed that I'm speaking up. I'm impressed of my eyes, the light in my eyes. I don't know. I'm just impressed. I'm appreciating myself right now that I almost want to make this whole video about that, but I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna end it there. As I did that, they sped up and reacted to what I said. So I started watching other videos of like, I don't want to say celebrities, but successful people or people that are trying to make a difference or people video blogging or, there's different, like there's people with 5 likes to 100 to 100,000 to, and I started noticing, they told me through this harassment that like it was all about me and everybody's using me and all this stuff. And I believe that. They're listening. People are watching. I get that because it's a whole thing. And when I figure it out, I'm sure I'm going to be like, oh my God, this video. But I'm never going to take it down because I may archive it, but it's always going to be there. I'm always going to, I don't know. I don't want to take it down. You hear that slamming? So if you heard that, that's crazy. So this whole thing about, I want to dive into like being a man for a second because I had to keep that to myself too. Just having to put up with like tough, like difficult situations and thinking that, well, I'm more man about it. I'm a man for going through it. I'm a man for going through it. When I'm not that guy, right? I love fucking art. I love entertaining myself. I like skateboarding, right? I like making music, I like writing. Everything's just kind of flipped upside down over here. It's crazy. I was born in California. I don't know why California treats me like this now. You know. But yeah, this is just to like me, my inspiration. Like I'm my own inspiration these last 15 months, really the most. And it's hard because there's no time to think when everybody's voicing their opinion with the same voice, that same audio voice, which I looked up and it sounded just like Breeze from that one thing, that one, I think iPhone or something. I forget what it is. But then I did the research. They hide in it. They hack it, and it's not silly because to me, it's like I'm barely finding out about this, and I'm this age. It's crazy, and everybody is so casual about having it. Like, so many different people have it. So so why am I being targeted? If I'm just like anybody else, I'm so different. We're all so different. So I bet you can't hear that. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop this video. But anyway, that whole man thing, I pretty much had to stop. When sometimes you're walking, you think about your eyelids. You're like, oh, what does my eyelids look like? Oh, they're not sticking. Oh, my hair. I'm gonna fluff it up. I don't know why. Subconsciously, I don't know. I saw a photo of somebody with fluffy hair. I'm gonna fluff my hair. It's in my eye. My shirt looks good. I like a shirt. I stopped doing that because I thought that's what a man would do when they're struggling. Just give up in the eyes of of I don't know how to say it. I don't want to use the word, but of haters. You know, people like you, but they don't know how to approach you and meet you the way you want. They want you conditioned. They start hating on you. And when they use Breeze in the building, the audio, um, it sounds like the same thing. Your brain wants to like run away. It feels like, right? So yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna go there and say that because nobody wants to help me out to connect me to this device where it looks like it's the standard, especially here. Um, so yeah, it's just funny because these people they harass me, bro. And you watching this, if you harass me, I don't like you. And you're not the right people. Because I would never know who it was. But I don't want you on here. So I'm going to stop this video because that voice is getting to me. And I feel like you're starting to see the ugly side. Which is all they show me for 15 months here. So, bye. Eric, if you're seeing this, just be cool. Work hard. And you're going to get into the university. And you're going to keep skateboarding, and it's going to be imperfect and ugly. You're not going to like it. But when we reviewed all these videos and through all the struggle, it's been like nothing before, and I know you feel that. So I'm going to leave that for you, and I'm going to post this on YouTube. And I know you don't like that, but fuck you. And I love you. Right? So I don't know if that means right on, but it's not about perfection.